quick editorial note, you may have noticed we don't run ads for profit in the show, and that's by choice. However, it does mean I have a small ask, as a lot of podcasters do. If you enjoy listening, please review it, share episodes, and keep spreading the stories around. The more people are aware, the more potential pressure there is for police to try and solve these long-term missing people cases and hopefully end the ambiguous part of the loss that families experience. No one should ever be left wondering where a family member is. Almost 10,000 tons of soil and a number of holes were dug at the former cast alloy factory owned by Harry Phipps, and I'm disappointed to say that nothing was found. It was the third dig at the site, with 2 searches conducted by South Australian Police in 2013 and 2018 respectively. The dig in 2025 has been dubbed as one of the biggest, or if not the biggest, dig for clandestine burial, which is an unauthorised site for the burial of human remains. What's interesting to note, however, is that the forensic team believe they found the spot where 2 brothers, Robin and David Harkin, were paid by Adelaide businessman Harry Phipps to dig a grave-like hole only days after the Beaumont children went missing. As mentioned in the previous update, they were able to do soil testing, and that's led them to conclude that the area was filled with landfill dated between 1970 and 1990. Meaning, if the children were placed in the hole, they might have been removed at a later date. Additionally, it substantiates the 2 brothers' claims and also could have potentially found the children if Harry Phipps was responsible and if he had placed them into the hole that the 2 brothers dug for him. There are now fresh calls for another dig at a property in Stansbury on the state's York Peninsula, which is roughly 2 hours west of Adelaide. 2 siblings, Andrew McIntyre and Rachel Vaughan, claim their father, Alan Max McIntyre, was involved in the disappearance of the Beaumont children, and they believe their remains are at the bottom of a well on the Stansbury property. It was incredible to see the amount of work that the excavators undertook on the former factory site, gaping holes into the earth, revealing items and soil that had been buried for decades. I know that many of us there wanted them to be found at the site, for a person to yell, "Stop," for the machines to turn off, and the area to fall silent in anticipation, to finally have an answer to a decade-long mystery and to be able to bury Jane, Arnna and Grant along with their parents. But that didn't happen. What did happen is move the investigation forward like an onwards, decades-long march to finding the truth. Most years, I think, we forget about the onwards march of the police and private citizens to bring an end to these long-term missing investigations, to hold people to account, to bring closure, but they are there, marching on in the background.